in dishonor of Jesse Jackson's passing, there's a YouTube channel, I saw it on Facebook while I was scrolling, that was showing the back and forth between the quote pastor and the youth in 1968. The same year, our beloved brother, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, was assassinated. Check it out.
I'm Dave Dugan, and we've invited a cross-section of concerned citizens to a meeting in Chicago. Our question is this: will anything move the white man and mobilize the black man to end the domestic war and bring about a constructive peace? The place we've chosen to ask that question is Chicago. Mr. Meek, why do you suppose that it's actually been relatively cool in Chicago this summer? Is it because things are better in Chicago than other cities?
Well, first of all, the question of cool is relative, because what the white media and the white power structure means by cool means that on the surface they don't see anything. But there's revolutionary ferment in Chicago, perhaps more so than any other city.
Well, why hasn't it erupted, sir?
That's a question you might ask the white folks.
First things first, shout out to Brother Russell Meeks. I didn't know anything about this brother. I need to do more research. But you can see how he tried to, why did that happen? You know, they've been doing this forever. If you want to know how long they've been doing this, they've been doing this forever. They try to trip you up and get you some real weird statement. Shout out to that brother, because he's going to keep his cool, keep his composure. Another thing to note, I don't like, and shout out to Respected Roots, Preserved Roots. They got the footage. What I don't like is they try to make this seem like this is ancient times. Most houses had color television. Most networks were broadcasting in color television by the late 60s. I went and looked it up. In 1950, that's when they had the first color broadcast, and then NBC had most of their color broadcasts by the late 50s, early 60s. So yeah, them doing this stuff in black and white, that's deliberate. Just so you know, it's not ancient times, this is recent.
See, because we don't go around advocating rights, we advocate revolution. And a revolution takes the form that's necessary for it to be victorious. See, you might ask Reverend Mitchell, because he has a vigilante force out there in our neighborhood, he says, patrolling the streets to keep the niggers quiet.
Well, Reverend Mitchell is here, and you did mention him in your film, too. I think we should right now go to Reverend Mitchell. You can stand, sir, if you'd like. It's easier.
Now, if you wonder if there's always been an alt against the church to some degree, got a group out there in Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. I want y'all to know your history, how rich it is. You had rioters, but then you had this Mitchell character who has a task force out to keep the niggers quiet. Damn. So there's always been step and fetch it, tap dancing Negroes throughout our history, collaborators with the dominant society. Listen to this nonsense.
I think.
Yes. My name is Reverend Mitchell, president of the North Star United Missionary Workers of America on the Chicago West Side.
Do you work in the same neighborhood that Mr. Meek lives in,
Yes,
the West Side?
West Side, national-wide. We own the entire state of Illinois.
Well, do you have a different program than, say, Mr. Meek does?
Well, our program is not hate.
It is not hate.
No, sir. Our program is to try to solve the problem with love.
See what he tried to do? Our brother Meek said nothing about hate. He said revolution. He said, I'm not talking about riot and chaos and nothing like that. Revolution. But he said revolution is going to take the form it needs to take to be effective. Our program's not about hate. I'm telling you, B1 family, this has been a long-standing battle. That's why you have a lot of people nowadays who just given up on the church altogether. They've just given up on church altogether. Negroes like him and the evolution of Negroes like him have poisoned that well, along with some of the members, have poisoned that well, and a hub that we should have that allows us to further organize has become tainted by being tools for the dominant society. The faith-based initiative, FBA, look that up. Now, I'll be sure to clip a link to their YouTube so you can see the whole thing, because she added commentary. I'm taking it out for the sake of my video. Hopefully they respond back and we can do this as a collaboration. I'd love to see that information put out here for us to see, so we can see it in real time, because they didn't have social media back then. But I skipped through that so I can get to this next part.
This boy back here?
Yeah.
Well, that looks like the boy that was in the film, I believe.
Yes, I'm one of them. My name is Reginald Dobbs. I live at 3319 Maple, one of the ghettos areas that was pointed out in the film. I'd like to direct a question to Reverend Mitchell. Do you think that we will be satisfied with the jobs they are giving us?
Yes, son, I think so, simply because we are asking that you be trained on the job, and they start you off with a certain salary starting rates, and you would be promoted up to the maximum of the job.
No, I don't believe that. The white man is going to keep you where he got you. You're not going no higher than he wants you to go. And we ain't going to settle for nothing but all the way. And about this violence and non-violence, I'm for violence, because we have pleaded for the last 400 years.
Pause it right here.
Do note that this Reverend character seems to be a bit mushmouth. You'll notice he's pronouncing things in a way that makes you question, like, brother, like as a man, he's kind of mush-mouthed, kind of mumble-mouthed in some of his speech. Notice the young bull, clear in his speech. Now, if you know, he's probably very passionate. He's doing a great job of comporting himself to where he can talk and say what he wants to say without sounding crazy. Brother Meeks did the same thing. So I give that young man the space that he needs, because he's probably 15 in a space with a whole bunch of grown folk. Probably want to lash out, but he's keeping his composure, and I love that. I also like how he's not disillusioned for this going on with the get along. You know, that kumbaya energy, you see these Negroes have been on it, but the youth, they see through the bull crap. And then he's like, nah, the white man gonna keep you where he wants you to be. He's like, well, we're I can't even say it. We're asking that you get trained on the job. You're asking. And what if they say no? What if they get you in and say, nah, we don't want you to train you. We're just gonna have you doing menial labor. That tricky language has always been an issue. I'm glad we are where we are now.
How would you talk to a young boy like that?
Well, I would say I would definitely have to use the Bible, Mr. Duncan.
No, I don't want to hear that.
Well,
Just like on the slave plantation. How would you growl this little Negro? We don't like that. Using one of them step and fetch Negroes to try to suppress and punch down on the youth who is not only advocating for change, but they're getting down and doing it. And I'm gonna skip to this part I really want you guys to see, and then we'll close out this video.
How about the other lab?
Where you gonna go when we start revolution? Whose side are you gonna be on? Are you still gonna be on your knees begging for us jobs?
I will, as Mr. Meek said, he wouldn't die standing on his feet rather than to die on his knees. I will die standing up for God, regardless of any circumstance.
Okay.
He sound like Roland Martin, don't he? I'm a man. First, I'm a man. I'm a Christian man.
Have God ever told you to let this white man rule you like he is?
Well, young man, you first must be born again. God is a
No, I
spirit.
ain't born again. I ain't got to be born again. See, I was born in a new generation. Your mother could have brainwashed you, but can't nobody brainwash me. I'm ready. It's gonna take young boys like us to win the revolution.
Just like it's taking the youth now to win. And you notice he first all these symbolistic talk and, you know, the heavens and everything, get your reward on the other side. Take the ass whooping here, get your reward on the other side. That John Lewis energy. And it's all even. And the last remnant of that died with Jesse Jackson. African American is a dead brand, it's a dead label. We're not gonna let nobody reuse it, and we don't use it ourselves. Be one.